before we start, Johnny sent me a joke that he found in the comment section of some, Super Bowl thing. The show is officially dated.
Superb owl.
Superb owl. He said
another term.
He said he found this comment and he said it was pretty funny. And he said maybe you guys can open with it. And he says the worst part of Philly winning are all those Super Bowl dumpster babies who will be born 7 months from now, addicted to crack and alcohol.
Micah, you should stop commenting on ESPN. I didn't think that you'd ever show up there. What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of the Dense Pixels Podcast. I'm your host, Brad, joined by my co-hosts, Micah.
Hey.
And back after...
I don't even know how long it's been.
It's been like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's Terrence.
Yeah, what's up? I'm at the... what do you call it?
The palatial Berkshire Studios.
Yeah, this place is fucking tiny. It
is palatial.
I am cramped, but I'm here.
You are breaking kayfabe right now.
Look,
in front of the audience, and I don't like it.
Well,
I don't like it one bit.
Get used to it.
Look, it's a jam-packed week.
And this fucking room.
And
That's fine. It's
Terrence. So Terrence has been gone a while, but he's been playing some substantial games.
Yeah,
that he should talk about.
Yeah, let's start with Dragonball.
I'm about to say you know what the people came to hear.
All right, I bought Dragonball Fighterz. I actually reserved it that Friday or that Thursday night or whatever. After a couple watching like matches on YouTube, it's really fun. It's a very, very fun game. I don't know who half the people are because I stopped watching Dragon Ball Z after season 1 or whatever the fuck season.
I can imagine how difficult it is to figure it out too, because they all look the same.
Yeah. I mean, there's like 9 different versions of Goku. So whatever. Like there's 3 or 4 different versions of Vegeta. There's a dude named Hit. Beerus, that's a purple cat. Sure, whatever. But the gameplay wise, it's really fun. I have a horrendous record. Like out of 120 matches, I've got 49 wins or 51 wins now. I lose to people that just mash buttons because I don't know how to deal with nonsense. Seriously, it's very difficult to know when I can attack. So you just jam on the buttons and you do cool shit. Like that's what this game is about. Like it just looks great. Like anything you do, it looks awesome. But the way they designed the gameplay is like you can literally if you press the light attack, press light attack 3 times, it'll knock a person in the air. Mm-hmm. He follows the person, and then you do 3 more attacks, and he does another set of combos, and he knocks them down to the ground. But if you mix and match those, you do some shit that looks really cool. Mm-hmm. I get caught all the time by this same fucking combo, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I know that I'm blocking this, but I'm not because reasons. So I've lost quite a bit. But when I actually play people that are actually trying to play properly, like the matches are cool because we're thinking like people that are actually like fighting game fans and not just someone that's just jamming on the buttons. So that's why I say right now this game is very beginner friendly. It is. Like you can if no one has played a game, like your wife, she would probably destroy you. Like honestly. Like if you don't know what you're doing, honestly, it just looks fucking great. Like the game looks amazing. But there is a layer of there's a layer of depth there that once you figure it out, there's a lot going on. Like there is this, it's a very good. I mean, it's Arc Systems. They know how to make fighting games.
They do. I love Blaze Blue.
Right. So it's them. They know what they're doing. But again, very user friendly. It's incredibly user friendly. But I love the game. Like I can't stop playing it. Like I'm learning new things. I'm getting better to the point where I can kind of blow those people up. Still. And then there are some people that I just play that they just destroyed me, and it's not because they're mashing buttons. It's because they're fucking good. Like very good. because they've been playing the beta since like day one.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun, man. Like that's all I can say. It's fun. Like I can see this game being at Evo.
I would imagine
over.
that
It's not going to take over Street Fighter V because that's just a staple. It'll be above Marvel. I don't know if it'll be above Marvel 3 because people still really love that game. But Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite
is Infinite going to be like a main, like one of the tentpole games?
I can't imagine. Honestly,
interesting.
Unfortunately, yeah, they've. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with Infinite at this point. It's almost like they're putting it toward the wayside.
I mean, I don't know if that game has sold 1 million copies.
It may not have, but this game has. I can't remember.
Twice over. As a matter of fact,
from what I hear.
And
the next game that we're going to talk about has sold 5 million copies because that's fucking ridiculous.
Well, before you get to that, Micah, in this past 7 days, that since we last spoke to each other on this podcast, how many games of Dragon Ball Z have you played?
Yeah, Monster Hunter World is is a really it's an interesting game, man.
0 or less than 10.
I honestly can't remember.
It's definitely 0.
Okay. It's probably like somewhere around the 5 range, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter though. I've been putting hours into Monster Hunter. I think I might have put more hours into my creator character in Monster Hunter than I have.
Yeah.
And I did the shit twice because I was like, oh, I kind of don't like the hairstyle. They don't have any black man hairstyles, so let me just go ahead and make a lady. And then I didn't like my lady, so I went back to the black man because I'm waiting for more like black hairstyles to come in.
I'm just glad that they put like fake cats in that game, because if there was a fake dog that you had running around with you never played it.
See, but that's the thing, man. Like
cats either, right?
I don't respect cats. Like I at least respect dogs. I don't like them
out of fear. Like that's the only reason you respect dogs. You
and that's a healthy, hey, if it's good enough for my dad, it's good enough for a dog. Respect out of fear. And but we have a mutual understanding, it's like if I'm capable of murdering a dog if need be, and a dog is capable of killing me. It's like two of us, we got nukes, and we're not afraid to use them. So we respect each other's space. Cats don't give a fuck. Like cats don't need you. Dogs need you, and people need dogs. Cats don't need you. They shit in a box of sand, and they're just like, get it. Like nah, man, nah.
They're natural predators. They're crazy.
They are crazy.
Fuck. They'll attack anything bigger. They don't give a fuck.
They don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Now, how much Monster Hunter World have you been playing?
I've put about 8 hours into it.
Okay,
8 or 9 hours.
So basically enough to barely scratch the surface.
Yeah,
what I understand about this game.
There's a lot going on in that fucking game, man. Well, it took me probably about an hour to create my character. My character and my cat, because I actually like cats, so I actually put a little bit of work into it. He probably just hit auto. Create.
All black. That's it. It's an all black cat.
Then the game starts and it's got a narrative. Whatever. It doesn't really fucking matter. You start the game. All 14 weapons are available.
That's what I hear.
Straight off the bat. And they're clunky as hell.
I don't like them.
Yo, the combat is terrible.
Now wait, so I've been watching some people play this game and listening to some people's thoughts on it. Which weapons did you guys pick?
I started out with the dual blades.
Okay.
And then I moved over to the double-ended, what is it? Staff thing where you flying through the air and shit. And I settled on the gun, not the gun blade, but the axe that turns into a sword. Because it's got that cool ass thing where you stab it and then it like revs up, kind of like Nioh's sword in Dragonball and Devil May Cry 4.
Okay, what about you, Micah?
I started with the big katana because overcompensation.
You're black and you like Japanese shit.
Right. I mean, it is what it is. And then I found that to be it just feels too big. Like it's unwieldy. So I said, all right, well, let me try Sword and Shield, and that felt too boring. Then I tried the big ass Buster Sword or whatever it is. And I'm like, yo, this is just he's moving like molasses, like he's in molasses. So then I finally ended up with the dual blades. They don't do a lot of damage, but I need to be able to move.
Yeah.
And it's clunky enough as so that those weapons give me the best maneuverability, and blocking be damned, I guess.
Yeah, there's no blocking in the game. You have like the shield and lance, or the sword and shield thing.
That I'm just watching gameplay of that game and like looking at all the systems and the menus and stuff like that. It just looks overwhelming.
It is.
I have no idea what I'm in for when I boot that fucker up tonight. It
took me probably about 2 or 3 hours to not even fully understand what the hell is that.
Just grasp the basics.
I'm like, what? I have 5 upgrades on my what are we talking about? Why do I have 5 upgrades, and then how do I get more? I don't know what's going on. But the thing that I can tell you is I feel like once you learn all of the systems in that game, it's going to be incredibly fun. Like it's fun now. Like it's that carrot on a stick thing, right? You kill a monster that can take upwards of 40 minutes because you attack it, you beat it up a little bit, and then that nigga runs away like a bitch. Like I cannot stand that shit. It just takes off. Then you got to chase it down. Then you fight it for another 5 to 10 minutes. Then it runs away again. And I'm like, yo, I fought this one monster. They give you a 50-minute time limit for some. It took me 45 minutes to beat this. Yeah, of the 50. I'm like, yo, come on, man, stop running. Like getting like 9 times bigger. All right, fine, whatever, fine, okay. The combat is terrible. Like it sucks. Like I'm sorry. Look, I like the game. I do. The combat is garbage. Like
but that's the game.
Yeah, it is.
That's all you do.
For some reason, like as terrible as the combat is, like once you defeat it, you have a sense of accomplishment, and then you need the pieces of the monster to create
to get better shit,
better armor and shit like that. And the armor looks awesome. Like it just looks cool as hell. Like if it didn't look good, I'd delete the game. Like, I'm doing all of this, and my character looks stupid. But like the world looks really pretty. Like I've only been to 2 worlds so far. Again, I don't really necessarily like the combat. The weapons are a little weird. Everything is super slow. It doesn't feel like I'm doing any damage to the characters, to the monsters.
Well, because they don't have a health bar, so
no,
it's kind of hard to kind of figure out where you are.
You have numbers that you can see the numbers of damage. You're like, what the fuck does that even matter? Like, I don't have a health bar, but they have like a little what is that? The heart rate thing. Once it starts flashing, you know, okay, it's about to die.
Plus, don't they start like limping around?
Yeah, they sometimes if you hit them in the right area, they're like limp and they're like, oh, I'm hurt, whatever, and I'm gonna take off and dive in the mud because fuck you.
Yeah, I'm interested. I was thinking about checking it out last week, but then Iron Banana came around and I had to do that for a week. So. It's a crazy game because, like I said, like the combat, like I'm used to, like I like a good combat system. It's just not good. But all of the systems that they put in place where you do like investigations, and they do give you like a free roam, like some are timed and some are free roam. All of that mixed together, it's a good game. Like I get it. I see why people love this series, and I see why it sold 5 million copies in like a week. That blows my mind. Boggles my goddamn mind. Like when I first saw it, I was like, 4 million Japanese people bought Monster Hunter.
No way. It's crazy, but it's a fun. Like I think you would actually like it. I think you'll like it.
Well, I mean, we'll find out next week. Yeah. I'll report back with my findings.
Shitty combat be damned.
I have 2 days off this week to play this shit, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And
I played Nioh.
Well, speak briefly on that.
Nioh's hard.
Yeah. Are you done playing Nioh?
No, I'm not done.
Okay.
I'm stuck on a boss that I can't beat though. I think Nioh is harder than fucking Dark Souls.
That's
like seriously.
And Micah, on your quest to 330 hours of Dissidia NT, How's that going for you?
I like Dissidia. I like it a lot. So if you've never played Dissidia, it's weird. Now this one is 3-on-3. Before they were 1-on-1 battles. This one's 3-on-3.
Can you switch characters on the fly?
No. You
what? Wait a second. So it's 3-on-3.
Yeah.
You're picking your dude, and then you got 2 computer dudes that you're going into battle with.
Yes.
That's dumb.
Online? And can't you play online as well?
You can play online. Yeah, you can play online. I tried playing online, and to no avail, because it was terrible. It was a horrible experience. It was something out of online gameplay circa 2001. Like it was terrible.
I don't care for this game now. The fact that you can't switch between characters in the middle of a match.
I played the beta. Yeah, you stuck with the one character.
You're stuck with the one, and they use every button on the controller. I have no idea, including the touchpad. I have no idea what you would do to use to switch characters. But
yeah, it doesn't even seem like that game needs every button on the touchpad.
Right.
I mean, every button on the controller. I was like, it's super simplistic as far as the controls are concerned.
Right. Like I don't need a switch left and a switch right. Like I can scroll through the 3 targets with one switch button. But all right, whatever. So the way the game works is you have a health meter, and you have 2 types of main attacks. You have attacks called bravery attacks, and you have HP attacks. You attack with bravery attacks to build up your brave points. So you start off with 1,000 brave points, and every brave attack you do increases that value. Then you have HP attacks. If you land an HP attack, whatever value your current brave points are at, that is the amount of damage that you will do to a person. So you start off with 1,000 brave points. If you were to immediately do an HP attack, you would expend all of your points and do that much damage to somebody. So theoretically, if you do a bunch of brave attacks, build your meter up to like 4,000, you can one-shot somebody. And that's how they keep things. That's how they keep things going. It's a push-pull. It's like a weird take on like a Smash Brothers type system. So if you like Dissidia, you'll like this. I wouldn't necessarily recommend people try it out if you've never played a Dissidia, because the game doesn't really teach you how to play the game. Like it has a tutorial mode, but it doesn't, like, there's no practice or anything like that. Like you are just thrust into it. There's one major issue with this game that I just find baffling, and it's the story mode. So you go into the story mode, and it's a series of cutscenes and a series of battles, right? And the cutscenes are on like a flow chart. So you start with one node here, and it's a cutscene, and then you can branch off to one of 3 other nodes to get the story from the point of view of other people in the world, right? But in order to watch those cutscenes and play those battles, you need to have some sort of consumable widget, right? And you only get those from battling in the other modes. So imagine playing Destiny, right? And you want to advance in the story, but in order to advance in the story, you had to play the Crucible to get an engram to unlock the next cutscene. Like, it's very weird. Like, why do you lock your story mode off? Like, what? I don't get it.
That doesn't sound fun.
This game sounds dumb. I did enjoy the original Dissidia. This sounds.
I'm sitting here listening to what you're saying, and my eyes started rolling in the back of my head. Because
I don't recommend you play it unless you're like a huge fan of this.
Now, does this seem like something that you would watch on like a tournament level?
No, God, no.
No,
because
God, no.
I was
that's
Twitch.
like watching other like not Dragon Ball Fighters, Dragon Ball games on like a tournament level. That's what Dissidia is.
Right.
It's an arena
Yeah,
fighter, like where
technically.
you're running across these giant fucking areas.
Yeah, because I was on Twitch the other maybe 2 weeks ago, and they had a Dissidia tournament. I was like, why the fuck would I want to watch that?
Dissidia tournament.
But then, like, these people were like, yo, I'm playing it and I'm learning about a bunch of different strategies and it's cool. And I'm like, I don't believe you because I just played the beta. Now, again, it's one of those games I feel like maybe if you dig deep into it, you might find some strategy, but no.
I mean, there's a little bit of strategy to it. Like, there are cancels and shit like that. And you can cancel from one move to another move and you can dash cancel and shit like that. But nah, yo. Like, nah. I better not ever see anybody play this in some sort of fighting game. Get out of here.
Oh, man. I do want to go back to Dragon Ball really quickly. The online, like you said last week, it starts up with a lobby. It just throws you in a lobby and you got to go around. If you want to play your friends, that shit don't work. Don't work. Like it does. I finally was able to play with Malcolm, but I had to literally reset my entire system and go back into the same exact lobby that he was in because there's no friend. You can't invite friends. Yeah, it's really fucking dumb.
Who plays fighting games with their friends anyway?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's fucking that's goddamn crazy. Why would anyone want to do that? Like it's a terrible online system. It's like very unintuitive. Like it's got these little stupid chibis running around. I'm like, yo, just give me a menu. Dog.
I mean, they'll figure that shit out. I guess it would have been nice if they figured it out before the
like
game.
You've had 2 betas. Like we don't like that. Fucking get out of my But again, whatever. So Monster, I would recommend Monster Hunter and Dragon Ball Fighters to anyone who likes fighting games and like really grind heavy RPGs. Monster Hunter,
yeah.
Again, I like the game a lot, but good God,
it's the definition of greater than the sum of its parts.
Yeah,
they don't really teach you anything. They don't really like.
Here's a monster, my nigga. Go kill it. Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
I don't even know how to use this weapon. You got to go to practice to learn the combos, and then like, oh shit, I got cool combos, and you can't do them because you get ran over all the time. Like,
right. I like how they give you that little training area. Like, okay, press triangle, circle, and then triangle and circle. Like, nah, yo, you ain't got enough room for that shit.
Right.
My shield and gun lance or whatever the fuck it is, and I can't fucking move because every time I move around with this lance that's the size of 2 of me, I keep hitting shit.
It's a wild game, but again, like I'm like ragging on it, but it's really fucking good. It just is. I get it. Again, anyway, we're done. I'm with as far as that. Moving on.
I mean, that was a lot. I figured we'd do a lot of what we've been playing this week, so that was perfect. Real quick, if you are not a premium member, go to densepixels.com/premium. Sign up for our premium network for TNP Studios. You get access to over 350 hours of premium content, most of it being evergreen. You get access to the Look Forward Political Podcast, the Airing of Grievances, The Men with the Golden Tongues, and No Time to Bleed. Look, this trio right here, the next episode of The Men with the Golden Tongues is going to be fucking wild.
Oh, it's going to be something.
So you want that premium membership, and it's only $5 a month. It's $50 for the entire year. So again, densepixels.com/premium. Sign up today if you've not done that yet. Make sure you go to youtube.com/densepixels. Subscribe to the Dense Pixels YouTube channel. Right now, if you subscribe, we post video episodes of this podcast every single week. Like if you're watching this on YouTube right now, you can see the inside of the palatial Berkshire Studios as we speak. It's happening. I saw that. We also upload show clips, which we upload for you guys, hopefully to share out, because obviously if you're listening to this, you don't need those clips, but share them with your friends. Show them the greatness that is the Dense Pixels podcast. You also get occasional Let's Plays. You get occasional game reviews, youtube.com/densepixels. And then, of course, us and the entire TNP Studios network of shows are on Spotify. So if you were some sort of savage that doesn't use like Google Play Music or Apple Podcasts or Pocket Casts or Podbean or fucking Podcast Addict or any other decent podcast app out there, and you use Spotify for everything, we're there.
You're a weirdo, but
you are cool. A weirdo, but we're there.
We love you anyway.
So you can subscribe to the show on Spotify and listen to every episode on there. So New releases this week. The remake of Shadow of the Colossus. This is no mere upres, gentlemen. This is a full ground up remake of this game. So it will look like a PS4 game. It actually has American control, so you don't have to press like triangle to jump or some stupid bullshit. The original game's fucking Japanese nonsense controls. It's got American controls, as it should. But that's coming out on PS4.
Yeah, that always throws me off when you got to press like circle to jump. Like,
the first thing I did when I started Breath of the Wild is I made B the jump button.
That's just like the way God intended.
Right, exactly. Also, another great PlayStation game coming out this week, Under Night in Birth, EXE:late, open bracket, ST, close bracket, is coming out.
That's a fighting game, guys.
No, it's not. Is it really?
Yeah.
I thought it was an RPG.
Nope. That's a fighting game.
Shut the fuck up.
You didn't even bother to look it up?
No.
I played the other one.
I spent all my time with that game figuring out how I was going to pronounce the name.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure what to do with the little bracketed ST at the end.
Like the first one, I don't know if it's the first one. It's like called Under Night in Birth. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that means. It's a Japanese fighting game, of course. Yeah, no Google search on that.
I'll even advocate for fucking Dragonball Fighterz and that bullshit. Fucking nonsense. PlayStation Plus announced their free games for the month of February. You get on PS4 the recent release came out last May, the puzzle adventure game Rime. Also, definitely the greatest PlayStation 4 launch game that came out when the system released back in 2014. I am, of course, referring to the fantastic 3D platformer game Knack.
Right. Okay.
You ever play Knack?
I did play Knack.
You did play Knack.
It was fine.
Did you beat it?
No, fuck. I
was about to say,
come on.
You played it.
No, I had FIFA 14 to play instead when that came out, and I think I probably had Killzone as well. No, I didn't play Killzone though. But yeah, I played Knack. It was all right. Wasn't
that just a tech demo?
No, it was a legit game. It was.
How do you know? How much of it did you play?
I played 4 or 5 levels, probably.
How long are each level?
I probably they're like Ratchet and Clank size levels.
I don't know what that
means. About 20 minutes each, give or take. 15, about 20 minutes each. Yeah, about.
So you play about an hour. Okay.
Yeah, it sounds about right. But it's free. It's free. On PlayStation 3, Spelunker HD, a game that is highly critically regarded, and Mugen Soul Z is coming out, or not coming out. They're free. And then also on PlayStation Vita, Grand Kingdom is free. Why is that important? Because you can play it on PS4. And a reminder, PS4 Plus members can also still get Starblood Arena for free through March 6th. That is a VR game. Why was I trying? I couldn't think about what I was trying to say with VR. Digital games coming out this week. There's a Space Combat 4X style game called Starpoint Gemini Warlords that is coming out on the Xbox One. And then on both consoles, Xbox One and PS4, Bleed 2, a side-scrolling shoot 'em up that looks very Contra-esque.
I have the first one.
Is it any good?
Yeah, it's very good. Okay. It was like $5.
Excellent.
Like literally $5 when it came out.
Well, then check out Bleed 2. It gets Terrence's personal stamp of approval. And Marooners, a couch party game, which looks like a bunch of nonsense, coming out on PS4 and Xbox One as well. And then some release dates announcements. Sony announced 2 new DualShock 4 colors, Midnight Blue and Steel Black. The Steel Black is the same controller that came with the Batman Arkham Knight PS4 bundle back in the day, just without the Batman logo on it. They are coming out sometime in March. Yakuza 6, delayed in the US until April 17th. Sorry, Micah. And then Red Dead Redemption 2, delayed until October 18th. And how I know that Rockstar has everybody wrapped around their finger is that the announcement of this delay came, and I didn't see one single person on the internet express any kind of anger about this at all. Why? Because they're like, we delayed the game, but here's some pretty screenshots to hold you over in the meantime.
I didn't even bother. Does anybody upset or like super looking forward to this game?
Oh,
Did you play the first one?
I played 6 or 7 hours the first one. It is not my bag at all.
Micah, I know you played the first and beat it.
I really enjoyed the first one.
Yeah, I did too. But are you like excited for the second one?
No, for a couple of reasons.
You're gonna Rockstar a reputation now, and what they've said over the last few years about like DLC and like transactions and whatnot.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons. Another I didn't know when it was supposed to come out originally.
Yeah, me either, to be honest.
So they were like, "Oh, we delayed it from when?" Like, all right, it's coming out this year, maybe. All right. I have a much pettier reason as to why I'm not excited for this game. I don't like the look of the main character. Don't like the cut of his jib.
What does he even look like?
Looks like a Hollywood actor playing a cowboy.
Oh, so
whereas Marsden
grit to him.
Marsden looked like he was a fucking cowboy, like scars all over his face and just facial hair in patches. He had that cool voice. This guy looks like fucking Captain America in a cowboy hat, with very manicured 5 o'clock stubble, 5 o'clock shadow. Get out of here, man. I'm not super excited. It looks like the people playing Westworld in that game.
John Marsden's in the game though, isn't he? Isn't this a prequel?
Is this a prequel?
I
have no idea. I'm not getting hyped for this until I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I refuse. I refuse to get excited for this game.
Well, I mean, considering the last game ended in like 1910, and by that point it wasn't the Wild West anymore, it was just the West.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they had locomotion. They had locomotives. Fucking John Henry was beating out the goddamn steam engine by that time. So yeah, I'm not excited. I'll get excited closer to the game's release.
Yeah, let me ask you both this question. How pissed must every other publisher have been when they heard this news, considering that they all thought this game was coming out sometime in the spring?
Right. Now they have to deal with the fall, the nonsense that is the fall holiday season.
Right.
And then this big ass juggernaut comes in with their, cowboy cards or whatever the fuck they're gonna do to monetize this, to make this as a platform.
I'm still waiting for real money to buy fake money to play fake poker for fake money. That's my prediction. That's my prediction.
So what the fuck are you going to do in the online?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Play poker,
exactly.
Like stagecoach robberies.
That would be fucking funny.
It'll be just like I think it'll be just like Grand Theft Auto, right? Like they'll give you heists or whatever you have to do. Like you said, you'll rob a stagecoach or some shit, or you'll form a posse and play cowboys and Indians. And
he did that in the first one, and that shit wasn't good.
Well, there you go. They'll do it again. Take another stab at it.
Are terrible. What are you gonna get? Like different horse colors? Are you gonna make your horse purple? Yeah, because you got like there's cars and shit you can buy in GTA 5. I just don't. I'm curious to see what the online is gonna be like. I honestly don't even care about the game that much right now. It's been like 7 years since the last one. How long? When did the first one come out?
What, Red Dead?
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, that was 8 years ago.
Yeah, I don't care no more. I just don't.
I will be interested to see how this sells. It's not. It can't possibly do GTA 5.
I doubt
sales numbers.
I really doubt it.
We'll see. I'm pleased to be able to turn headlines back over to Terrence for the first time in like a month.
Yeah. I didn't know it was first story, but I did.
I mean, old traditions reign new again. So,
wow, this is not loading up. Anyway, what's his name?
Kaz Hirai
is stepping down from the role of CEO, and he's going to become a chairman of Sony. Yeah,
is he going to take a pepper and then bite into the pepper and then tell all the Iron Chefs to fight?
That's racist, probably.
That's an Iron Chef joke.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
He's
probably racist.
And he wasn't even. This literally is not loading up this. Oh, there it is. There you go. So yeah, he's stepping down. And the CFO, aka the role that what is Triple H in the WWE?
He is the COO.
COO, yes. Chief Operating Officer. Never mind. Fuck my joke all up. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Some other Japanese dude is gonna be the CEO. The CFO is going to be the CEO now. What's his name?
His name is Kenichiro Yoshida.
Konnichiwa. Right.
Brad, I think the most important question on everyone's mind is what's going to happen with the Kaz Hirai Twitter account.
Well, see, it's funny you mentioned that because the fake Kaz Hirai, or sorry, the CEO Kaz Hirai Twitter account had already announced last year that after that 2018 was going to be his last year of tweeting from that account, because I guess he just ran out of ideas. So I can only imagine that real Kaz Hirai decided to step down from his role as CEO because fake Kaz Hirai decided that he was going to make 2018 his final year as well. I
would love if fake Kaz Hirai was real Kaz Hirai.
That would be pretty.
This whole time. It'd be amazing. Honestly, it'd be fucking fantastic. That is still my. I'm gonna be really sad when CEO Kaz Hirai does step off Twitter, because he is my he is one of my top 5 favorite Twitter accounts of all time. It's fantastic. And again, if anyone does not follow the Kaz Hirai parody account, get in while the getting's good, because it is worth your time to check that out. And look, Kaz Hirai is one of the iconic guys from Sony. Of course, he shepherded the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 into prominence, which eventually got him the gig as the boss of Sony entirely 6 years ago. And he's tired, man. Like I said, new CEO, you're jet setting, limousine riding, jet flying, wheeling dealing, son of a gun, running around the globe. And so he wants to spend more time with his family. I get it.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
I'd just like to interject really quickly.
Sure.
The games that I've been playing, Dragon Ball Z, Monster Hunter, Nioh.
I know what you're about to say.
They've all been on the PlayStation 4. Yeah. That's it. Like I say.
So really, another alternative.
2 of those games are available.
They are.
This is true.
Alternative theory for Kaz Hirai stepping down as Sony PlayStation CEO. So now that Terrence has finally made the PS4 his main platform of choice, he walked into the boardroom at Sony, said
mission accomplished. With a fucking flight jacket on and everything,
and laid down his sword and took a seat at the chairman's table.
On a goddamn battleship.
Look, I haven't seen any evidence to refute that that's exactly what happened.
I think that's what happened.
Hey.
I mean, the timing is just impeccable.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? I expect such big change in the gaming community just because of what I do. I need money for that.
How's that controller working for you?
I would still rather the Xbox One controller.
But you're used to it though, right?
So we've gone from that PS4 controller is trash. Well, I prefer the Xbox One controller.
I'd still prefer the Xbox One controller. Like, the analog stick placement is better, and they feel better. Like those analogs that you want me to go into why?
No, I don't. I want to leave it out there.
Analog sticks
as it is
too fucking big on the PlayStation.
We're gonna leave it as it is. Next month, you're gonna come back and be like, they're about the same, and then like that 2 months.
Not good. I can guarantee that is not going to be something that is going to come out of my mouth. But yeah, I still like if I could play games with my Xbox One controller on a PS4, I would feel a lot better. But I gotta say, there are a couple apps on the PlayStation 4 that run way faster than the Xbox One, like the YouTube app and the Twitch app. That shit kind of made me angry. Like especially the Twitch app, because that shit is like really it starts up really slow on the Xbox One.
I don't remember the last time I had to use my PS3 for an app, man. That Fire TV is bitching.
I just use that, but I still use Netflix for Xbox One and watch.
Yeah, I do too. That's the only reason I turn it on.
Weird. Like they're both the same, but I just use, I don't know. And I watch TV on my Xbox One, which I guess was the entire intention of it back in 2013. Next up, Nintendo officially partners with Illumination Entertainment to create an animated Mario. Now we didn't talk about it on this show. We talked.
I know you guys talked about it last week.
We talked about it quite a bit on that other show where those three jackasses talk about shit from time to time. But yeah, look, I'll reiterate what I said last week. What is he going to sound like?
That is the $1 million question. Do you get Charles Martinet, or
if he sounds like he does in the games? Again, I'm going to reiterate what I said on that other show. I will blow my brains out. I cannot imagine listening to this nigga talk for fucking an hour and a half with that voice. Like, yo,
I told you,
let your balls drop, dog.
When we talked about this news when it was rumored, I told them to. I don't think I said this. I was disappointed that Captain Lou Albano was dead, but resurrect him, bring him back to this mortal coil, and have him voice Mario because I liked when Captain Lou Albano voiced Mario on the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. I was down with that. Was it kind of a stereotype? Maybe.
It makes sense.
Maybe.
It felt right.
It just feels authentic, if you will.
This is fine. As someone who has been subjected to so many movies from Illumination Entertainment in the past several months, I'm down with it.
Joys of having a child.
Let's see what it's like.
Yeah, let's see what it's like. Like if that first trailer comes out and he sounds like Mario, that is not a good thing. How can it be? I don't give a fuck if you are a Super Mario fan, like a diehard fan. Will you really be able to listen to an entire movie of of him sounding like that? Or is he just gonna make noises like the Minions?
Look, Mario and his brother Luigi are from New York. It looks like their shoes are brown and their boots, they look like Tim's.
Yeah.
I'm saying he's got to sound like a New Yorker from now. I'm dead ass serious, son. Yo, Luigi, I'm dead ass serious, yo. There was a fucking Goomba like half my height, bro. I'm telling you, man. He's got to sound like fucking DJ Envy. Just fuck it.
How many Cameron and like Jim Jones would play the voices? I need two black dudes from New York to play the voices for Mario and Luigi. That's the only way it's gonna be.
I don't need to see the think pieces that would arise from that decision.
That shit is fucking great. You'll get me to go watch it.
Can you imagine?
Oh, that would be so good.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I'll probably get somebody stupid like Michael Rappaport, and then I'll have to fucking go burn Nintendo to the ground.
It's gonna be Michael Rappaport too. God damn it! Don't put that shit.
Aren't they from New York?
Hey yo, I'm keeping it 100, yo.
Yeah, they
are. That serious.
In canon, whatever the fuck that means. He's
a plumber from New York. Really?
From Brooklyn, yeah. They're from Brooklyn.
God, then they'll have all their bases covered. They'll have an Italian and a black guy if they get Michael Rappaport.
Shut up. I'm gonna stab you with this knife.
This is the first time I've wanted to fucking hurt you. This is the first time, man.
Oh my God. Yeah, I don't. Again, it's gonna be based on that, predicated on that voice, whether I even give this a goddamn chance. Again, original voice, no thanks. Next up, Nintendo announces mobile Mario Kart for smartphones. Never really understood how driving games work on smartphones, but fine, whatever.
I don't care about this at all.
Yeah,
Why am I ever going to play Mario Kart Tour over Mario Kart on Switch?
So yeah, nobody cares. Okay, the Far Cry 5 DLC will add zombies, and time traveling trip to Vietnam.
And Martians.
Yeah, it said Martian spiders. No, I don't do spiders.
Oh, I see what you did.
Yeah,
Zombies, comma, no, comma,
yeah,
Vietnam.
that's it. Like, okay, that's weird, but they had that Dragon Blood spinoff for Far Cry 3, which was fun. So that's fine, I guess.
I felt that was a little overrated.
Yeah, it kind of was.
I mean, I'm fully willing to admit that maybe it's my my 80s bias, but it was just the main game, and it just looked worse.
It had like a lot of pink,
yeah,
and green in it. I mean,
so I'm hoping that that's what this is going to be. It'll just be the map with a coat of paint over it. So
I don't do spiders, man.
It looks good.
Like, even like, why did it have like, it's like Indiana Jones? Why did it have to be snake? Why did it have to be spiders?
Even if you're killing them,
I don't
shoot them in the face.
Looking at them, these are things. They're demonic, like holograms. Anyway, GDC cancels decision to honor Nolan Bushnell because apparently he's also a creeper from 45 years ago. That one, they they burned that nigga from fucking 45 years ago. God damn.
I gotta tell
dirt,
you though.
Dog, don't do dirt. Like, I read this and I'm like, I get it. I do. Like, he's a fucking, like, yo, don't give nerds power.
I gotta tell you though, his response,
I didn't see his response,
was like the most correct response you could ever ask for in this situation. I'll read it. He put this on Twitter the day after the announcement when they made the so what happened is they announced that he was going to get this award. Twitter freaked out, and they were like, look at all these books that have been written detailing all these fucking crazy stories of the fact that Nolan Bushnell might not be a guy that we want to be honoring in this current political climate that we're in right now. And they said, okay, we're gonna cancel the award. So his response is this, quote, I applaud the GDC for ensuring that their institution reflects what is right, specifically with regards to how people should be treated in the workplace. And if that means an award is the price that I have to pay personally so that the whole industry may be more aware and sensitive to these issues, I applaud that too. If my personal actions or the actions of anyone who ever worked with me offended or caused pain to anyone at our companies, then I apologize without reservation. End quote. That is the appropriate response to this, I think.
Yeah, what else do you say? Fuck y'all niggas. Like,
right.
Like, you can't really.
I mean, that's someone who's like,
mad.
yep, I fucked up. Sorry about that. Yeah, I probably don't deserve this award. And yeah, they should use it to raise awareness for other shit. So yeah, good on you, Nolan Bushnell. Don't be weird 40 years ago.
Yeah.
But I feel like the response was a good response.
Yeah.
For the first time ever with one of these stories, I don't like, I'm not sitting here being mad at anybody. I'm like, everyone handled it the right way. Okay, good. Except for maybe the GDC for, not reading books and deciding to honor him.
I mean, technically,
but they fixed it.
Yeah,
they fixed it.
Like, he did do a lot, but at the same time, like, you can't be like trying to fuck women at work. Don't do that. Wait till you get off.
There's an old saying. It says, "Don't shit where you eat." And don't just like, that's how I met women, because I didn't go anywhere when I was younger. I was a loser. So that's how I met women, right? Through work. And none of them worked out. None of it. Because you see them, and then it's just, I'm not even going to say anything because I'll get in trouble. Look, not a good idea. Don't do it. Especially if you are in a position of power, man or woman. Don't do it.
Yeah, I think it's not good luck. It really isn't.
Don't do it.
Never seems to work out.
Ever.
Someone's going to get accused of something. And finally, in headlines, Gigantic gets final update, shutting down in July. Yo, everything is shutting down. I played Gigantic. I didn't hate it, but then again,
you talked about it.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. But Overwatch is out. That's it. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how much longer Paladin. Well, not Paladins. That's already gone. What's the other one?
No, Paladins is the one that's still. Paragon is the one that's shutting down.
Oh, Paladins. Yeah, I don't know how long that's going to last. I don't know how much longer that's going to be up. And Paladins is very good.
When the dust settles, the only games we're going to have is going to be Grand Theft Auto, PUBG, Fortnite, Overwatch, and League of Legends. Like those are going to be the only games that exist in 20 years.
And fucking Monster Hunter.
Right, bro. Just Japan only. This will be the one anomaly where it sells well. And then,
everything is just fucking going down, man. Free to play. Gigantic was free. I think it was free to play.
I think it was. Yeah.
And I don't. Did it make it out of beta?
I don't think it did actually, because apparently now all the characters are free until they shut the game down in July.
Is that right?
Yeah,
I think it's still on my Xbox.
Maybe you should check it out.
I don't think I'm going to do that. Again, I didn't hate it, but I just wasn't very intrigued by it. Yeah, so they're shutting down in July. Developer says the game did not resonate with as many players as they'd hoped because they're all playing Overwatch. And that game was $60, and all of the DLC is free.
$60.
Overwatch?
No, I'm talking about Gigantic.
Oh no.
Oh,
Overwatch,
geez, okay.
$60.
Okay.
$60, and if you want to grind for the costumes, you can. If you want to buy them, like Johnny did, you put like $20 and you got all the. It's weird how that works, but yeah, everything is falling to the wayside because Overwatch is so popular. That's my feeling about it. I don't know, man. I wouldn't even bother bringing out another game yet at this point in time. This type of game, at least, until possibly the Overwatch sensation dies down.
It's not even about the sensation. You have to find it. You have to find a game that is a similar type of game. Like if you're going to make that type of game, but you have to find something that Overwatch is deficient in and answer that deficiency. The problem is that there's not any glaring deficiency in Overwatch.
Like it's Blizzard, man.
Right?
They don't they work. Like they worked on that game for like 6 years before it fucking came out.
Right.
So it's like, what do you do?
Well, so I cut you off, Michael. What were you saying?
I honestly can't remember, so it wasn't important.
It wasn't that important then. Tell you what is important. You buy something from Amazon.com. You had better go to densepixels.com/Amazon. Use our Amazon link whenever you make any purchase on Amazon.com, big or small. You're going to pay the same low Amazon.com pricing, but you get the benefit of supporting your friends at the Dense Pixels Podcast because we get a small percentage of the sale. We use that money to pay for hosting fees. Those are expensive, guys. I don't know if you know. And we also use it to buy equipment and stuff like that. Look, Terrence still needs a laptop.
Yeah, buy me a laptop.
Buy him a laptop and then get some of the money to Dense Pixels. And you do it by going to densepixels.com/Amazon. Look, I know that you are upset that you had to deal with a lame promo for the Amazon read last week with Micah, which was understated, just reading stuff off the page. I'm back, baby. At densepixels.com/Amazon. Buy your shit. Use our link. You still paying not a lot of money. We're getting some money. We love you. Thank you, everybody that's doing it. Continue doing this shit. Take it away, Micah.
Nintendo Switch sales have eclipsed the Wii U's lifetime hardware sales at 14.86 million units in the current fiscal year.
Shit hasn't even been out a year.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Is that impressive for the Switch, or does that speak to the Wii U?
It's a little column A.
It's kind of like you answer it yes. Like the Wii U was a disaster, and they hit another fucking home run, just like the Wii. Like Nintendo does this. God, them niggas make me angry, dog. Like they do this shit all the time. Like they fail something like that. Look. The GameCube, no.
Oh, you didn't like the GameCube?
The controller was dumb.
You don't like the GameCube. Shut up.
It was right. My goddamn it! It was like a easy bake oven. It was just stupid looking. The controller was terrible. I mean, it sold. Did it sell fine? I don't even know.
It did not sell. It did
exactly.
Not sell.
And then what was the next thing? Well. The Wii. Right, the Wii came right after the GameCube, right?
It did,
and then that sold 175,000
but
units.
See, the Wii, units. But the Wii was a bit of a paper tiger anyway, because they sold a fuck ton of systems. Ain't nobody buying games.
Oh, the game, like everybody played Wii Sports,
right? Like the other part of this article is that they've sold 52.5 million units of software as well to go along with the almost 15 million units of hardware. That is.
But when you sell more fucking games and systems when it first comes out, because two people, everybody bought 2 copies of Breath of the Wild or some crazy shit like that. Then you got yourself a winner. Look, I haven't even touched the Switch yet.
Yet being the operative word, I think.
He's waiting for that cardboard video game to come out.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Wii
Labradors.
I mean, 2020
for that Wii Labo, kid.
I mean, 2018 is a whole new Terrence.
Yeah, man. Like
Bayonetta 1 and 2 combo. You're like, well, I never did play that Bayonetta 2.
I didn't. And
that comes out on Black Panther Day, man.
I took off.
It's a sign. It's a sign.
You took off to go buy a Switch with Bayonetta and Bayonetta 2?
No, that is not what I wasn't even aware that came out on next Friday. Look, again, the only way I will ever have a Switch in my personal life is if someone purchases one for me. And there's no guarantee that I would actually play that. I'm not buying that damn thing. I don't give a fuck how good it is, because I'm obstinate. And I will continue to do so. To be
there, one day it's just gonna appear, and Terrence be like, "Oh, look, a mysterious benefactor got this for me," with a receipt hanging out of his pocket.
But good for Nintendo.
Yeah, man. Look,
but they do it all fucking time. So whatever, man.
Their sales will look. We were having fun with the Nintendo Labos, but when that thing comes out, man, you're gonna get a whole another wave of people looking for those systems so that they can buy that thing.
They have some software sales in here too. Apparently, Mario Odyssey, 9 million units sold, which would make it a failure in the eyes of EA, as we'll find out with our next story. But I think it's pretty successful personally. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, almost over 7 million units. Splatoon 2, damn near 5 million units. It's a lot of titles.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, Splatoon sell 5 million copies.
Dude, they made a believer out of me.
You played Splatoon?
I played a lot of Splatoon.
I'm so disappointed in you.
Shooter of the year.
Yo, don't do that.
Have you played Splatoon online?
Yeah.
Were you able to communicate with the 8 accessories that you need to get online, plus a cell phone plan?
Yeah, I wasn't trying to talk to people because I wasn't here for all that. I was fucking wrecking some fools though in Splatoon 2 online. I can tell you that. Like I said when I talked about the game of the show, if you are even remotely decent at actual shooters, you will kick ass in Splatoon.
Fucking smurfing the shit out of people,
right?
Man. Just what the fuck, yeah. Stop playing fucking little league basketball. You're fucking 6'2". You got all the reach in the world. They can't even see over you.
Oh, that's funny.
Good for Nintendo. Bad for Jess Cliff. Jess Cliff is the co-creator of Counter-Strike, and this person was arrested for sexual exploitation of a child. Cliff is a pedophile, guys.
Alleged pedophile.
But I mean, I'm pretty I'm pretty okay with calling somebody a pedophile if they've been arrested for sexual exploitation of a child. Like,
well, yeah, according to the article, that's usually the prelude to an official charge of creating child pornography. So.
Yeah, that's something. That's not a charge that just kind of gets thrown out there, even if you're mad at the person. You know what I mean? Like, let's say you had a bitter breakup or something like that, and your significant other tries to lie on you and say that you know, they would probably say like, girl, don't mess with him. He got AIDS. Right? They don't say, girl, don't mess with him. He's a pedophile. Like, people generally don't throw that out there. You know what I mean? So if someone is being accused of this, I'm going to call him a pedophile.
This sucks. But I will ask you, right? How long's Counter-Strike been out?
Counter-Strike's been out for like 12, 15, like it's been out for a long fucking time.
He created it in college.
Okay, well, there you go. Do you have a problem with Valve suspending him pending the results of the outcome, or do you think they should just shit can him?
No, I don't necessarily have a problem with Valve merely suspending him to get all the information out there. As much as I'm ready to call somebody a pedophile, I do believe in, you know, doing things properly and the justice system and whatnot, even though all the evidence points to the justice system not really. The justice system wouldn't have that faith in me, but I have a little bit of faith in it. And look, Valve is a business, and I have no problem with them just suspending this dude. The problem is, in the court of public opinion, this guy's a fucking pedophile. if Valve is ready to fight that stigma that this person has on them now, hey, you know, have at it. But I would, if it were me, I can't say that I would be as lenient, as level-headed as Valve appears to be. You'd be gone, yo.
Yeah. And it's not like, look, we all know what Counter-Strike is. We don't know who created it. Like, Valve created Counter-Strike.
Right.
In my eyes. I don't know who this dude is. Well, it's like, whatever, though. It's like, you're not a high-profile name. So I would not fire him. Like, pedophile? Nope, you're gone. Like,
yeah, I would.
But I might be innocent. Like, might. Fuck off.
Right. Well, guess what? I'm going to find something on you.
Probably did something.
Right. I don't need, you stole some pencils or something from the break room. I don't need that. I don't need that stigma in my life. Don't let one of y'all, anybody who's ever broadcasted under the TNP banner, if you do something fucked up, you're gone. Fuck it, yo. If I hear that you did something fucked up, you're gone. You're never going to be on here ever again. So, like, that's just how that is, man. I don't need that fucking headache.
What is his name? What the fuck is his name? I already forgot.
Cliff?
Jess Cliff.
With an E.
With an E. And 2 S's.
That's a weird name. He did that shit. I don't. Man, you got 2 first names. I don't like this. I don't trust somebody with names. Don't do it.
Next up, EA. So Star Wars Battlefront 2's sales have been not as good as EA wanted them to be, and EA blames Loot Crate for the Loot Crate controversy. Now,
I feel like the Nick Cage, like, you don't say. Like,
I have to disagree, guys. I don't. EA blames the Loot Crate controversy. In my experience, Loot Crate is a wonderful company. Now, if EA said that they blame the Geek Fuel controversy, well, then you're motherfucking right. Because fuck Geek Fuel. They're the GoBots of
blind box delivery subscription services.
Yes. The hell out of here, you bastards. I haven't forgotten. I'm a cancer. We don't forget shit like that when you spurn us. EA sold about 9 million copies of Battlefront 2 during its 3-month period from October to December last year. That's about 1 million short.
1 million, huh?
Right. That's about 1 million fewer than the 10 million they expected to sell. Blake Jorgensen, the chief financial officer, is quoted as saying, "Yeah, we really wanted, we expected, 14 million units to be shipped, but this whole loot crate thing happened, and people kind of soured on it." They still haven't turned on the that system or the microtransactions at all, right? Because apparently the game is still like, they wanted the game to be a revenue platform, because they're like, yo, we can get these Star Wars people for everything they're worth, because they just eat up anything Star Wars. But because of that controversy, they turned off all the systems for all that, and now they're just kind of treading water, so to speak. No word on when they're turning it back on. I think they said that they could turn it back on anytime, but why do you feel they haven't turned it back on? Do you think it's just because they want to wait until everyone forgets about it?
I think they want to get the system right, and yeah, they want to wait till the outcry subsides a little bit,
until we're all cool with loot boxes again,
or no, until we're less angry at EA again, which I honestly don't know when that's actually gonna happen. EA ain't shit, guys. I get that you're 1 million under your projected sales.
Fucking 10 million,
right? But you're just like, we sold 9 million copies of this incredibly maligned. Like if you were to think that the opinion of the core gaming universe is law, right, with this kind of stuff, you'd have thought like Battlefront 2 would have sold like 2 million copies.
Right.
People forgot that the casual audience out there doesn't give a flying fuck about this whole fiasco.
Right.
That's going on with EA right now. So I get they're disappointed. I get it came out of their projections. I feel like that they should still be pretty fortunate that they still sold 9 million copies of Battlefront 2.
Like, you sold 9 million copies even after the bullshit that you went through. Be happy. Don't cut that shit back on. Like, don't cut it back on, because like everybody knows when you slow roll things out, people just kind of they accept them a little bit more. Like, people have already unlocked everything they need to at this point, right? What's the point? What are you going to unlock when they actually implement that system? What else is there to unlock that people haven't done so yet? The game has been out for what, 3 months?
Yeah.
How long has it been out? Like 2 or 3 months?
2 months.
It came out in October.
Yeah, there's plenty of time to unlock whatever the fuck. Like, I wouldn't, like, why would I buy anything at this point unless it's like more costumes?
Oh, here's the thing, right? We got a Star Wars movie coming out in May, which means, hey, they could, EA could market this game again.
Oh, you know what I mean? Han Solo?
That's coming out in May?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? I'm not ready for that shit. Yeah, somebody call Disney and be like, slow this shit down.
In the same month that Infinity War comes out, which is bizarre.
Does Disney just need all the money in the month of May? They're just like every dollar that's in the world, give it to us.
I mean, when is their fiscal year end?
Or April, I would imagine.
Oh, well.
That's what most companies' fiscal years end.
So they're going to make $1 billion this month, and then $1 billion in May, right? That's what's going to happen. Like, their fiscal year ends. Yo, yay! I'm about to say
they're going to make $2 billion in May. What are you talking about? They're going to make $1 billion from fucking Infinity War and $1 billion from Star Wars.
Ain't gonna make $1 billion.
You ain't going to make $1 billion from You're probably right about that. You're probably right about that. But still,
yeah, they're going to make $1.5 billion in May. Jesus Christ, that's crazy.
Man, I would love to fail like EA failed. That would be the best kind of failing.
Yeah,
that's like fucking Trump administration failing. That's the kind of shit you want. That's like the most upwards failing that I can ever imagine. Oh, we only sold 9 million copies of our game. Oh,
right.
That's just gratuitous.
Right. How many copies did Mario Odyssey sell?
Mario Odyssey, terrific success. 9 million copies. Yay! 9 million copies of Battlefront. No.
Like, that's offensive. And I feel like, and I'm pretty sure Mario Odyssey is a better game.
Yes.
Tenfold.
I haven't played Star Wars, but yes.
Right. Like, get the fuck out of it. Like, Star Wars looks very pretty. I couldn't imagine playing it longer than a week. I couldn't. Like, it just doesn't look fun. But it's Star Wars. You're probably right. If they decide to, like, finally unlock the broken system they put in there, it's got to be just cosmetic. Like, you can't have people buying like upgrades, man.
Oh no, yeah. There's like a single upgrade in there. It's gonna light the whole fire.
Like, you can't. That's the whole point, you fucking clowns. Like, make it cosmetic. Like, if you want to, like, people will buy costumes. Like, we do it for fighting games, all that other good shit. Like, don't make fucking game, like, anything that alters the gameplay. Don't do that. That's basically all you have to do. Don't put anything. You don't let them buy anything that can fucking alter gameplay. That's it. That's it. Every other game is fine with their loot boxes and shit like that. No, man. Just stop. Just stop. Like, you know what? Do it. I hope, because I want you to fail at this point. I hate EA. Do it so you can burn your company to the ground, because you're already doing a good job of it. You got 2 games a year to come out, but you sold 9 million copies. How the fuck did they sell 9 million? Like, I can't. How did they sell 9 million copies of Star Wars?
Because fucking Joe Sixpack doesn't give a flying fuck about loot boxes. That's
why does he have a game? Why does he have a system?
Because he likes to play Call of Duty, bro. And then
Madden, Call of Duty, and Star Wars.
Yes.
What kind of weird combination of that?
That's literally like half the people that own a PS4, probably. We don't realize it because we live inside. We live inside of this space where we're in it. We're interested in the comings and goings of the industry. But there are millions of people out there.
I've never understood why you buy a whole ass system for 2 games.
It's your Madden box, man.
Yo, I have people on my friends list right now. I'm thinking of one person right now who is either playing NBA, the NBA 2K18, or Uncharted multiplayer, because those are the only 2 games he plays.
Multiplayer?
Yeah.
Don't sleep on Uncharted multiplayer.
Those are the only 2 games he plays.
Hello. Like, that just doesn't seem fun. Like, I've seen Uncharted. That seems like something you'll play for like a month and be done with.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, there are people that just buy like there are people that literally just buy the games that we make fun of. Because they appeal to the lowest common denominator. I'm not trying to shit on people for their game choices, but I mean
I guess if you've been playing games for 35 years,
right? That's why it's so astounding that like a Monster Hunter World sold 5 million copies, because that's not a game that Joe Sixpack has run out
exactly.
and buy. So.
And he'll turn that shit on, like, yo, where the basketball at? What is this sword? I don't know what's happening.
But I mean, but it's the same people. Like, I don't think you fathom, like, it's not talked about, but like 2K, for example,
I still don't get that.
They're making so much money from VC, so much money again, and that's insane.
Take-Two shit that people just
right, but that like I said, that's a side of the industry that we just don't see because we're not immersed in it. So, well,
I mean, whatever, but that shit just seems wrong to me. It just does. Like, make the shit free to play. I don't want to shell out $60 and then just spend like $45 on VC credits to improve my character. Fuck you. Or grind for hours and hours and hours on end to make them just as good that I could do it in 20 minutes. Just seems wrong. And I guess if that's the direction that the games are going in, I don't like it at all. But I'm just an old man playing games for 30 plus years or whatever.
Last up, a rumor suggests that Microsoft has considered acquiring EA, Valve, and PUBG Corp.
This rumor is so fucking dumb. It's so fucking dumb.
Yeah,
PUBG Corp aside, like that's the one that's like, okay, that makes sense.
right.
Who the fuck came up with this shit?
Right. So, quote, a reliable source close to Microsoft told Polygon News with reports of internal shifts at Microsoft creating the necessary situation for an acquisition. Basically, oh shit, we don't have any fucking games coming out. we gotta buy somebody to make some games for us. Super data research analyst Juiced Van Dragunen further told Polygon that he expects more news about the acquisition. I just wanted to say Juiced Van Dragunen.
Mike is over here shitting on my people.
This rumor development would not mark the first time Microsoft has acquired another company, previously paying $2.5 billion for Minecraft developers Mahjong. Whatever the hell their name is.
Mojang. It's a Swedish. It's Mojang. Yeah. So
paying $2.5 billion for Minecraft developer IKEA in 2014.
So again,
how did that work out?
Really well. I mean, they're making a fuck ton of money from Minecraft. So
people still play that.
People still play it
again.
Yeah. So PUBG Corp makes sense. Like I said, you got PUBG. PUBG is the new hotness right now. Kids are playing it. Kids are liking it. I get if you want to buy them and keep that game in your stable. That would make sense. I don't understand. Not only like obviously like Microsoft would be interested to acquire Valve or EA, but I can't imagine why the Valve or EA would want to sell to Microsoft.
Yeah. Why the fuck would they just sold 9 million copies of a game and that was a failure to them? Like,
would Valve just be like, guys, we're just making too much fucking money right now from this whole Steam thing. I just wish someone could come and take this off our hands for us. Microsoft's like, here's $10 million. And they're like, oh, cool, thanks. Now we don't have to run it anymore. No, fucking ridiculous.
And EA,
right?
And then, well, again, like I said, I want EA to fail at this point.
Like, I mean, maybe if they had sold 10 million copies of Battlefront, they wouldn't even be in this conversation. Yeah. So,
like, where did this rumor come from? Exactly,
a reliable source close to Microsoft.
Sean Hannity. What the fuck? Like, that's very weird. That's a lot of money.
I can't imagine. I just can't see it. I can't see it. And look, maybe we'll all have to eat fucking copious amounts of crow if one of these things happens. I mean, again, the PUBG one notwithstanding, I just can't see why.
Now I just imagine like Sean Hannity talking about like Microsoft is going to acquire Valve and EA and PUBG Corp, and then 40 minutes later, all right, maybe they weren't going to acquire them. All right, who cares, right? Like, here's a car crash. Boom.
Yo, that's one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen, dude. There's a car crash in California. Like, nigga, you fucked all the way up. Like, but again, fans are retarded.
So, just for funsies, because we made this question of the week, what if this were to happen? What if Microsoft were to buy EA or Valve? And what would that do to the industry? Do you think that EA would be like, all right, well, now all of our games are just going to be Xbox exclusives? Like, do you think that's something that would happen?
It would be incredibly dumb. They sold 9 million copies, and I guarantee you they went off on the Xbox.
Do you think people would get an Xbox? They could continue
also got
playing
Microsoft Windows 10.
That's true. See, that's the only thing that I can think the Valve talks might be going towards. Not that Microsoft would be buying Valve, but that they would be folding like their Windows 10 Game Anywhere and Steam, like into Steam, basically.
Yeah.
Like they're tired of running the PC side of it. That's the only thing that I can even remotely imagine is lending any credence to this news. Because it just doesn't make sense.
I mean, having Madden be the the Xbox and be the only place you play Madden would be something, but like I feel like all Madden players play it on the Xbox.
And that might be, but like, do you think that? I wonder how many like hardcore Madden players there are out there that like they're like, well, if it's only on Xbox, I have to go buy an Xbox. Like if they don't own one, and they would be like,
and that's the thing, if they're hardcore Madden, they already got it, right?
Think so? Well, what about for like FIFA? Like FIFA's a big one around the world, and PlayStation has a lot bigger global presence than Xbox does.
Exactly, and I don't think I think soccer fans would rather go play soccer than to play it on an Xbox.
Interesting. I don't agree with you necessarily, but I think it would be a coup. I just, like I said, you can't. It
doesn't make sense on EA's part,
right? I'm saying, why would the fuck would EA be like, yeah, sure, this is great?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. If it were to happen, do you think that would sell more Xboxes?
Oh, absolutely. It would have to by default, right?
Would it?
I think so. I mean, like
just from
FIFA and Madden and
is Madden even still good anymore?
Who knows?
Yeah, literally.
I'm sure it's good to the people that play it.
14 years.
And look, we're sleeping on like there are at least 30 people that buy NBA Live that they would have to go as well. So you got those folks in the bag for sure.
Speaking of Madden, real quick, does last night's outcome count as the Madden curse?
Sure, why not?
I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with it. But Micah, like, so, like, what if they? I mean, actually, you're a terrible person to ask because you own everything anyway, so it doesn't matter. But like, assuming you didn't own an Xbox One and this thing happened, like, would you have to go out and buy one to play Dragon Age?
I'm a terrible person to ask because I'll buy a system for the game. So this doesn't apply to me.
Yeah, what? Oh, absolutely not. Me? Any EA game? No. Nothing EA has put out in the last however many years would make me like, oh shit, that's a console exclusive. Whoop, I gotta buy that console.
And then like I said,
not at all.
Like Valve literally has like a money printing press in their basement right now. So I don't know. Again, a partnership, sure. A merger, maybe. But like Microsoft outright acquiring Valve, I cannot possibly see the advantage to Valve unless Gabe Newell wanted to just live on like an island somewhere for the rest of his days.
If he just gave up.
Right. If he's just like, you know what? I'm tired of doing this. I just want to be richer than any man could possibly fathom being rich, except for Jeff Bezos. And I'm going to make all the people around me super rich as well. Let's just get fucking paid and Microsoft can have the PC gaming business. Off with you. Off with you, Steam. We don't need you anymore.
Now, what if Jeff Bezos decided to purchase Steam?
See, that would make sense.
Yeah.
That would make a whole lot of sense. Because everybody wants landscape money. I'm gonna make that
landscape money. Yeah, I can't imagine.
But I mean, we had to talk about it because it was a big story last week. And so we are forcing you guys to participate in this bullshit because it's fucking nonsense. The fact this story came out. Basically, I asked you guys if hypothetically this shit would happen. Would it affect you in any way? Would it affect how you consume these products or things of that nature? Stuart says not a lot as long as they don't make all those IPs they get Xbox exclusive. Not that I'm sure it's even likely. Like Bill Gates said on The Simpsons when he bought out CompuGlobal HyperMegaNet, I didn't quit by writing a lot of checks. And Stuart went with the European spelling of checks. I did notice the wrong spelling of checks. Brandon says, well, we'd finally get Half-Life 3, but it would be a garbage multiplayer shooter for 12-year-olds. the Sophie's choice for everybody. You get your game, it's terrible. Gaston says, no, it would not make me buy an Xbox, and it wouldn't make me buy anything from EA or PUBG. Mark says, Gabe Newell hates Microsoft. I don't think a buy will happen. A partnership, maybe, like my 2018 prediction. EA stated it wanted to follow a business model for a subscription-based service for FIFA, so it makes sense. I really think that EA will sell smaller studios to Microsoft. PUBG is a no-brainer, but it's Microsoft, so I won't hold my breath. As a consumer, I buy the games from these companies anyway. I have yet to be swayed away. I did want to talk about the FIFA. There was this quote that came out saying from Andrew House, not Andrew House, the EA Andrew, whatever his name is, talking about how it gets easier and easier to see a future where FIFA is like an annualized service where they don't release a game every year, but they just update like this existing free-to-play product and do this other shit. And then somehow people took that quote and made articles are like, EA might not release FIFA 19 this year. And it's like, again, like it's like, why would they do that when they can be like, oh, I can just release this game that sells 15 million copies and still make $1 billion from Ultimate Team? That market ain't drying up. Not anytime soon. Trey says, not at all, since I can't see Anthem going exclusive. I own a 360 that's a glorified Netflix, Hulu, WWE Network box when I'm too lazy to turn on my PS4, and I can never remember my Steam password. Dustin says, the Battlegrounds developer and Valve seem like a great fit for Microsoft. I'm not a computer guy, but from what seems to be happening with Xbox is they're trying to integrate their Windows and Xbox brand. They actually already have done that pretty much. I do understand how Gabe Newell hates Xbox and all, but how much do you think he will hate Xbox if they shoved $5 billion in his face? Money talks, so if Microsoft is motivated to buy, they will. I honestly would love for them to buy EA because there could be a minor outside kind of maybe chance for a baseball game and Star Wars game coming out in the next 10 years. Do you think $5 billion would be enough for Steam to sell for Valve to sell to Microsoft?
How much is Steam bringing in per year now?
I'm not sure, but I'm basing it off the fact that if Minecraft by itself can get $2.5 billion, I have to imagine that Valve is worth 10.
Yeah. So it doesn't seem like I'm always leery of buyouts, man. Like because there's no like, I always feel like you're screwing me. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if someone were to buy us out, well, look, if you want to buy us out for $5 billion, come on over. We will take it. But
still do the shows for free too.
Yeah, whatever.
$50 money, so
whatever. How many of us are there? What, 6? Who's the 6th?
I don't know.
There's 3 of us. Jay. I mean, I guess Carrie, Demetrius, and Jack can divvy up that last
billion. I think they'll be okay. I think they'll be all right. Who we can? Jay would embezzle all of that shit.
Yeah. Who we can? Man. He would take 90% of that shit.
Jim says PUBG I really don't care about. Valve maybe would make Half-Life 3. We can only hope. EA would still be Satan. Maxwell says Microsoft. Actually, that says Microsoft would never acquire Valve. I can see some kind of partnership or maybe even streaming PC games to the Xbox, which would be sick. Microsoft acquiring Bluehole or PUBG Corp would be a solid move for them now. But what if the Battle Royale games are just a fad? That is an excellent point, actually. I mean, sure, they can move them to develop exclusive IPs, but I would be very skeptical of the quality of those. Dollarsoft acquiring EA would be a total Dollarsoft move. Combining EA access with Game Pass would make a killer deal even deadlier. I don't play the sports games, and EA has killed all of my favorite franchises, Mass Effect, Dead Space, and Bad Company, so this wouldn't affect me much at all. I do have a ton of faith in whatever Dollarsoft do, and everything they've done so far is a step in the right direction to correcting fuck-ups made by previous management. Mark says, EA, who cares? Fuck EA. Would not affect me because I don't buy games from shit publishers. Bluehole, meh. They only have made one game with a great concept, but they have made almost no improvements in the last 6 to 9 months. They're a small fish. Steam, please no. I use Steam all the time. It both works well, and Valve has shown the majority of time to have great business practice. Last thing we need is Microsoft fucking it up. Kenneth says, as a PC gamer who exclusively uses Steam, I do not want Microsoft in total control of my gaming experience. Do we really want all of our content controlled by 4 to 5 outlets, regardless of who they are? Probably not. Ricky says, and really, at the end of the day,
all right,
Ricky's answer is probably the correct answer. PlayStation. That is all. Yee. Justin says, with a concise response, by the way, Justin, not what I'm used to seeing. Microsoft and Valve, fuck WUP. What is WUP?
You the youngest one here.
I have no clue what that means.
Justin's gonna have to clarify that first. If they force that shit on every future game on Steam, I quit PC gaming. Microsoft plus EA, maybe they should then shut down EA after a week to show them how it is.
That's actually pretty goddamn funny.
And Microsoft and PUBG, no effect. Like I said, that's the only one that actually does make sense. Max says, if Microsoft gets Valve, it could mean they get Steam. It would mean they get Steam. Microsoft could make Steam into the Gears of War Bazaar, and I do not want that trash-ass game anywhere near my computer. Nope. Nuh-uh. No. Randy, channeling Terrence, I haven't turned on my Xbox in months, so I don't care.
Fuck you.
Malcolm says, cool EA gets the BEA, still with a big company backing. Just give me my NBA Street and Def Jam Vendetta remakes, and I'm good. Hashtag Fly Eagles Fly Cam. And Brad, look forward to more DBZ videos in honor of Black History Month.
That's fucking funny. Niggas love DBZ.
And Johnny wraps it up with, sure, fine, fuck it, whatever. Just bring back Burnout and Crimson Skies, or even Lost Odyssey.
I liked Lost Odyssey. That was a good
Lost
game.
Odyssey.
An RPG.
That was that big ass long RPG on 360 where you played as the fucking Highlander, basically.
I actually have that downloaded on my Xbox One.
I heard it was good. I never played it.
It was very
Thank
good.
you. Thank you for those responses. I was so dreading having to talk about that dumb fucking rumor. And then watch, next week this shit's gonna get announced. We're all gonna look like idiots.
Here's a car crash.
Right. So that's it for. Oh my god. I'm about to fucking hack along up here. That's it for us this week. Densepixels.com/fans is our Facebook gaming group that you should absolutely be a part of if you're not. Lots of fun discussions happening there every single day. Come check it out if you're not a member yet. Leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It's super easy now. You can do it in the app. There's no excuse for you not to leave a 5-star review. And if you do leave one, we will read it on the air. So if you have something to plug, you can stick that in there as well. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter at DensePixels. Subscribe to the show using Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, I guess, or any other podcatcher of your choosing. And if you use Twitch, we have a ton of channels for you to follow on there as well. We have a Dense Pixels main show channel. I am at Dense Pixels Brad. Terrence is Apparition 410. Micah is Dense Black Nerd. And Carrie is Suppets Carrie. So that is it for us this week. Terrence, thank you for making the trek to the palatial Berkshire Studios. And we will catch you guys all next week. See ya.
Take it easy.
Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles.
I'm holding you to that shit for the rest of the month, just so you know.
You can hold it all you want.
I like how on Facebook you were just like, ain't nobody gonna remember that I made that fucking promise. I got receipts.
But they proved themselves not worthy of being called by their proper name last night. So.
Yeah. So, all right. There, I said it.
Say it one more time.
Oh, yeah, because the day is not over. All right, congratulations. Philadelphia. See ya.